Olori Tobi is currently in tears as Olori Miriam has taken it upon herself to post her video which she is allegedly with another man. My people, oh, they say wahala no dey finish, and that is exactly what the Ooni's wives are doing. They are proving to everybody who they are, what they are capable of, and how you should not dare try them. So when you feel you have done your own, this person will come and prove to you that you have not done anything. No, hey, Dobale, we are just starting. We are the ones in charge. And right now, as this matter keeps progressing, it is indeed a proof by all means that these women would have to learn from. Because Olori Miriam holding a video of that nature against Olori Tobi, then it is indeed something that Tobi has to ask herself, how did this happen? So, in the midst of Toby asking herself, how did this happen? My people, what is happening right now is the fact that with every single thing, Olori Toby is in deep tears. She's completely in shambles. She doesn't know what to do. But in as much as she doesn't know what to do, there is a lot still on this matter. There is so much on this matter. The reason why they're saying there is so much on this matter is the fact that how did Miriam get that video? Yes, that's the first question everyone is asking. How did Miriam get the video? And secondly, Olori Tobi is almost killing herself. Remember the last time she said that if the Ooni doesn't take her back, then she will commit suicide. And it seems like that's what Tobi is about doing right now as a result of this outbreak. But the thing is that things have happened worse in the palace that Tobi would have even committed suicide, but she didn't. So why is she bent to commit suicide over a sex tape video that would rain 3 to 4 days and every single thing will be off? Everybody will return back to normal. Yes, she was allegedly in bed with another person and it was captured on camera. And the best thing Miriam felt she could do was to post it on the internet where a billion people in the world will be watching. That is the best thing she felt she could do to Toby. Fine and good, she has done it already. And everybody is saying that Ooni really needs to fix his home. The audacity these women have, the authority they have, and all they keep doing is so hilarious and out of hand. Because if this is in a well organized home, then Miriam has no right to post that kind of video of Toby. But since it is not in an organized home, then what more can we say? Nothing. We'll just sit and watch how they keep doing this same attitude over and over again. So my people, right now as this matter is on ground, Olori Tobi is crying. She's in shambles. She's saying every single thing she wants to say. How Miriam has been on her case. Miriam has been bent of ruining her life. Miriam has never been supportive. All Miriam has ever done is to make sure that she goes down. Nothing more. Nobody has ever spoken well of Miriam. Even her friend Olori Ronke have never spoken well of Miriam because Miriam keeps using her as a scapegoat. There are times that Miriam had an altercation with Olori Ronke that obviously everybody will see it and will say that this thing you are wrong. But Miriam would overshadow Ronke and make it look like Ronke is the wrong person in the midst of this whole thing. So my people, right now as we speak, it is indeed an attitude that Miriam exudes before everyone. And it is something that she has been doing over time. So we might not be in a hurry to draw conclusions. But right now, the word she decided to use against this woman, even why? My people, oh, the Ooni is really unfortunate in getting married to wives. He is so unfortunate. You see all those times that the Igbira people came and they wanted to take Miriam with them, the Ooni would have had no single opposition. You see, there are sometimes that you don't really you like something, but you behave like you don't like it, but you still then what allow it to happen. That is what the Ooni would have done. He would have allowed these women take their daughter with them because their daughter is losing control. Their daughter is going mad. Their daughter is going crazy. This very thing that Miriam has done, it is indeed out of hand. It is something that she should not. It is something that should not be done to anybody, most especially your co-wife. So now, what is the Oni saying about this? They have not heard yet from the Oni. Yes, as it stands right now, the only haven't said anything. Remember that we have so many questions pending on ground. His stepmother has already asked why he is finding peace in the midst of chaos, and it's a question that is worth answering. No, yes, it is a question that is worth answering. The one he has to answer that question. He has to answer this particular question because in the midst of this whole gbas, in the midst of this whole chaos, in the midst of the fight, in the midst of every single thing, the only is finding peace. How is he doing it? And if it is indeed something that we should be scared, then he should say it now. Let's all know and start being scared, because we know the own need to be someone who doesn't panic. Neither do we know him. Yes, we still know him to be someone who keeps quiet at a lot of matters. His actions, all of a sudden, everybody was beginning to be happy that finally the own is standing up to this woman. But then there are a lot of things beyond him standing up to this woman. Where is the peace in the midst of chaos coming from? It's a question that his stepmother is asking him. And then aside from that, we have a lot of things putting up. His wives are behaving like they are losing their mind because he has asked them to leave the palace. But there is something about this. If the only happens to ask this woman to return back into the palace today, tomorrow they will do the same thing. And if he asks them to leave, they will still do what they are doing today, that they ask them to return back into the palace. So every single thing is beginning to be quite questionable. It is beginning to be something that one cannot just stand and then draw conclusions on. Because right now, as this matter is going, the Ooni ought to intervene. He ought to say something about it. He has to say something. Yes, because his wives are behaving like they are losing their minds. And in the midst of this whole thing, this is where jealousy builds, this is where hatred builds. And as long as it builds, these women would definitely do something that nobody would like. And before they do it, the only has to say something, or he has to do something. So, my people, right now, this is a matter we are facing or in the palace. And if you have been following this palace matter, trust me, you would not want to miss out at any point at all. Because what is happening right now, Olori Tobi is losing her mind. Because of all, Toby did not even expect nothing of that of her concerning her should be released on the internet. We see how miserable people go when such things about them are being leaked to the internet. But then of all people, it's Miriam. It's still Miriam that could leak this to the internet. How did she get it? Is a question we have not been able to answer. So as it is right now that we are trying to control the whole situation and put it under control, let's see how the whole matter goes. And we pray that Toby gets her sanity all intact, because this matter, it don't pass the level of normal fight for inside the palace. So